Hi friends, thanks for joining me today. My name is Chrissy. I'm a 39-year-old person living in London and I'm here to chase a dream. I'm also here to face the music and create an action plan for my current debt. So I'm in a lot of debt, guys. For a single person, this is mental. I've seen a lot of channels out there who have dependents, who have families, and have a valid reason for being in debt. But for me, it's just poor decisions. I've always used my credit cards for fun things like flights, concert tickets, shopping trips, etc. And I've always had a manageable balance. This is my way of life, and I used to have a really healthy emergency savings pot. So if I didn't have a job for a good month or two, I think I would have been okay. But the last couple of months have been so humbling. My investment flat back in November needed a lot of repairs, and I've used up my savings to cash flow the repairs. And it was one of those things where a boiler broke and I needed an emergency call out, and the following 2 weeks I needed another emergency call out. So it was so expensive. I could see my savings pot just dwindle down, where I just like, oh my god, I needed to do something. Anyway, my credit card suddenly became a necessity. So I was paying for things like gas. I was paying for things I needed replacing with that, where I normally use my emergency funds for that. But like my car MOT, I needed to use my credit card for that. Never had to do that before. And now I just feel a little bit unsettled. I also faced, additionally, guess what happened? My previous landlord of the shared flat that I lived in, just needed their flat back. So they served us with a Section 21. We all had to move after in like late February. So I've had to consider funding a move and consider the cost of two flats over the month of February. So it was very expensive. I needed to raise 3,500 and I worked so hard, like 75-hour weeks to get that going. Anyway, so I think I've survived the storm now, and I just want to assess the damage that happened. Okay, so by the way, for those, I love my new flat. I really do. I live on my own now. This is the first time I've ever lived on my own, and I think and I just feel like more in peace, and I feel like I'm in more in control. Therefore, I'm in control of these. That is my mantra. Anyway, let us talk about my debt. So my PayPal account currently has an interest rate of 21.9%, and the first reported figure that I did before was £619 and 15 pence. That was a low balance, but now considering everything that I needed to buy for the move, I needed a new Hoover, I needed a coffee machine, kettle, boiler, etc. So I think I made an Amazon purchase on it as well, accidentally. So I should have used my current debit account, but it came on here anyway. So I'd like to take advantage of spreading the payments with PayPal, but then where I thought, okay, £619 was quite manageable. It's £200 a month, but now it's come to the point where I actually don't like it now. It's making me feel nervous. So I am going to pay that down starting May. So currently the interest rate does not apply until May. So I got some freedom there. I'm just making a good less than £100 payments so far. Next debt I want to report is my HSBC credit card. I've had this forever, and it's the one that I've used. I have saved in all my store accounts there, and oh geez. Anyway, it's gone to the point where I'm like, no, I can't do a credit card life anymore. So for years and years and years, they've reduced my interest rate, so now it's 17.9%. The first figure that I reported was 2,732. 32 pounds and 14 pence. Currently, it is 3,531 pounds and 53 pence. And I already know what that is. That is a boiler that I needed to purchase for my tenants. The boiler kept, I think about the third time we had to get an emergency call out. I just said, you know what, let's just replace it. I'm tired of it, right? Because each call out costs 80 pounds and the emergency call out cost 270 pounds, which I was putting it on my credit card. And I just went, you know, if we can just, yeah, I just paid for a boiler specialist to get that sorted. I cash flowed the works for it, but I paid for the parts. That's what it was. Anyway, moving on is my Virgin credit card, which was it was the balance transfer from my HSBC. It's 21.66% interest rate, but that only applies on purchases now, and then that will apply to the full balance in 2024. So I got some time here, so I don't pay that much interest on it. The first figure that I have reported is 4,253 pounds and 49 pence. Currently it is 4,463 pounds and 87 pence, a little bit higher, but that is because I bought Lion King tickets with it, so no regrets. My sister visited and she's come all the way from Canada, so I couldn't just not pay for a musical when she's loved that forever and I love her so much, so no regrets there. So let's just see how much debt I'm currently in, and then make an action plan for it. So before, just making sure you guys see I'm in frame here. So I'm just gonna do some calculations. 27, 32, 14. So before I reported 7,604 pounds and 78 pence, and now I am 3531.53 plus 4463.87. So now I'm in 9,048 pounds and 47 pence. Oh dear, that is very close to 10,000, guys. So I'm gonna pull the reins here and make an action plan. So plan of action has to be is create a magic number. So I'm looking at my cost of living and I've kind of written it down here. I wanted to do an affordability checker. Giving my side hustle, and if I just work the minimum hours, I think I could bring in about 740 pounds selling stuff on Etsy. Well, not Etsy, Vinted, or getting some shifts in the restaurant. So 740 pounds is my minimum goal for per month. I still have to live. I still have to concentrate on work, and I still have to I'm here to chase the dream, so I have a lot of personal development, professional development that I have to focus on as well. So there you go. So I was hoping to bring in 3,595 pounds and 36 pence with my side hustle and my income from my investment flat. So with all my fixed expenses, I think that's going to be 1,570 pounds and 32 pence. With my investment flat cost is 432 pounds and 75. My sinking funds, I have a video on sinking funds, but that is going to be 215 pounds and 16 pence I need to reserve there. And my variable is 830 pounds there. Now, my minimum payment is currently 170 pounds for all this debt. And I'm hoping to bring in, to actually push through 610 pounds and 13 pence. So plan of action, put in 600 pounds at least, greater than 600 pounds a month on debt repayments. that is rule. That is a rule there. I do not want to use credit cards. Not use credit cards. I want to build a life where I'm managing myself without using credit cards for anything. So things like sinking funds, things like cash stuffing videos, those things inspire me because they're putting money towards their beauty, their shopping, their holidays, etc. So I really don't want to use credit cards here. I want to also build an emergency fund. I'm not going through that anymore where I have used my credit cards for necessity. So my current goal for my emergency fund is £1,000, and I want to build on that moving forward. And then I want to do monthly check-ins. There are a lot of accounts out there where they're showing the previous balance of that month, showing us what they paid that month, and then they have a percentage of how much they paid off. I love that. I love that concept. And I feel like I need to start that to keep myself motivated and see how much debt I've actually paid off. So, and this is why I've also created my channel, funnily enough. So that's why I'm here, to keep myself accountable and just engage with the community, because it's inspired me so much. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling on. So that is my debt. And I am going to do more check-ins and how much I paid off, and talk about my cost of living, and talk about like how I spend my money moving forward. So I hope that is, I hope you've enjoyed that. And I actually enjoy watching these videos. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. And thanks very much for joining me. And I hope you have a great weekend. Well, rest of it at least. Bye.